Hey guys, it's Issa Rodriguez, and since we've all been on lockdown for the past few months, there's been an increased interest in Korean culture, Korean pop culture, such as K-pop and K-dramas. And Mustard Music challenged me to watch a whole K-drama and to share with you my fascination of Korean pop culture. They wanted me to share my secret, well, not so secret history of my love for K-pop. It actually all started when I was in grade 2. We heard Atlantis Princess by Boa on TV. And we watched the music video, we fell in love with the song, we searched for the lyrics, memorized it, and all that. But I wasn't really new to K-pop then because my cousins were actually fans of Shinhwa. And so I've been hearing of it. But the moment that I could say that I really became a K-pop fan was when I heard Balloons by Dongbang Shinki, and I fell in love with the group. So that has been my favorite group ever since, although they disbanded, and when they did, I actually cried. When Dongbang Shinki disbanded, we met up in one of our friends' house, and then we watched their last live concert, the videos of their last live concert together, and we were all just crying, and we were so affected. I feel like it was very much a part of my childhood, which is why it was so devastating for me to hear that they were disbanding. Although Dongbang Shinki is still alive, but only with 2 members, and the other 3 are called JYJ. But yeah, it was really hard for me because I spent so many years just listening to their music and admiring all of them, all of the members individually and them as a group, because they weren't just visuals, like they were really talented, and I loved all of their songs, especially their a cappella renditions, because they're all really good. And yeah, I love them, but my bias would be Junsu, and would be a close second. But yeah, Junsu, always gonna be Junsu. Other than Dongbang Shinki, the next groups that I followed were Super Junior. My bias would be, this one's hard because well, from the original members, my bias was Sungmin. He's married now. But yeah, my bias was Sungmin, and Suju M, my bias was Henry, the violinist. Yeah. And who else did I follow? SHINee. I loved SHINee so much. My bias would be Onyu. And some other groups that I listened to were 2PM, 2AM, Big Bang, for sure, Big Bang, FX, 21, a little bit of EXO. I mean, I wasn't able to really follow them after their debut album, but yeah, a little bit of EXO and Beast, a little bit of B1A4. Well, really, just almost all of the groups I listened to. But yeah, my favorites would be Dongbang Shinki, Super Junior, SHINee, and FX. My favorite song, I couldn't say it's the best song, but the first song that came into mind was Hug by Dongbang Shinki, probably because it's so nostalgic for me. I remember singing it with my cousins not with my cousins, singing it with my friends and my busmates back when we were in high school and in grade school. We would just, we would bring printed copies of the lyrics and we would sing it in the bus. And also, like, when we go to Norebang with my cousins, I would always sing Hug. Yeah. That was my go-to song at that moment. I still remember it for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna sing a few lines. 하루만 네 방의 침대가 되고 싶어. Oh baby, 또 다수의 포근히 내 품에 꿈 감사한 거 재우고 싶어. 아주 작은 돼 조금 더. Oh my gosh, I miss that song so much. But yeah, I used to love singing to their songs. Oh, and I had a lot of merch. Some of them my dad threw away because he didn't really know how expensive they were. But yeah, I used to have a calendar of Dongbang Shinki. a lot of original posters from Korea, of Dongbang, FX, Shiny, Suju, and I had a notepad of Dongbang. I still have it, but it's hidden somewhere there. And I have a folder of Dongbang Shinki, like a plastic folder, and a lot of albums. So I'm gonna show you some of them. They're here behind me. I prepared them in advance. I'm gonna show you the ones that I got of the other groups that I followed. Some of them were distributed here, made here already, so I'm gonna show you that first. Okay, I have Girls' Generation, the first mini album. Fun fact, we had to sing Into the New World. We had to sing one of their songs in a performance and dance. I don't dance, by the way. But yeah, we had to sing and dance with my cousins. I have FX, Chu. This one's from Here Na. I have Shiny, Romeo. I have Super Junior's third album. Sorry. Super Junior M, Supergirl. 2PM first album. It's a bit yellow. But yeah, this is the first album of 2PM. 2AM, which is really memorable for me because I actually went to their meet and greet here in the Philippines, in Venice Piazza in McKinley, and I got to have this signed by all of them, but we weren't allowed to take photos. But yeah, this is very memorable. I love Jokwon so much. He's my favorite. I have this is 4 Minute, which is also a very memorable album for me because I also have had this signed by all members when I went to their fan meet in Mega Mall, and I got to talk to them a bit. I had this whole speech planned out in my head because I don't know, I just really wanted to talk to them, but when I got there I wasn't able to say anything. I think I just said hi and I love you. But yeah, so it's signed. See, it still has their original signature. I don't know why they used black markers on dark colored prints, but they did. But it's still there. So now on to my favorite group, Dongbang Shinki. I have their third album. See, it still has these things over here and the flyers and all that. This was probably one of my favorite albums because of Balloons. The song Balloons, because I loved it so much. And it still has this photo poster thing. Oh, I miss them so much. See? Dongbang Shinki. I'm not supposed to be fangirling in front of the camera, but I am anyway. This one is Five in the Black, their Japanese album. Yeah, Toho Shinki. So most Korean groups, most K-pop groups actually have Japanese and Chinese versions. So yeah, this was one of their Japanese albums. Yeah, I have Best Selection 2010 of Toho Shinki, yeah, the Japanese one also. Somebody to Love, Toho Shinki still. I have the third Asia Tour concert, Merotic, in Seoul. Toho Shinki, The Secret Code. And last but not the least, I have 2 versions of Merotic, the box sets. And I love them so much. See, Toho Shinki, Dongbang Shinki, Merotic album. Yes, these are my favorites. Those were gifts to me. But yeah, so there. Those are my albums, those are my merch.